An honorable mention for number 5, what I was originally going to put in the number 5 spot was drastically different. The main reason why I didn't put it as an actual spot was because it was way too recent to have an actual spot. Like, it's a series I just got into, so not a good idea to put it on the list, but this is an honorable mention and it's another favorite series of mine. So the honorable mention goes to the Devil May Cry series, a Capcom game, and it was made from the creators of Resident Evil. Devil May Cry is an action-styled game series following the main protagonist Dante, a half-human, half-demon being, and him being a devil hunter, and he runs a shop called Devil May Cry. Yeah, that's where the title of the game is. And here's a fact that some people may not know: the first Devil May Cry game, which was released in 2001, is actually a rejected version of Resident Evil 4. Or, yeah. In one of the early visions of Resident Evil 4, Leon was in a castle and he was facing some puppet-like enemies. And although in the real Resident Evil 4, a castle was in it, the rejected castle was most likely used for the first Devil May Cry game. Not 100% sure. I mean, they could be very well the same castle they used for the original, for the rejected RE4 and the new RE4. It could be the same castle, but just maybe remodeled slightly different camera angles. But I think that castle, or parts of that castle, was used for Devil May Cry as well. Not 100% sure, but it is a big possibility. Who knows, really? Also, Devil May Cry has some rejected enemies, as I said, from the rejected Resident Evil 4, the puppet enemies. Maybe a few enemies as well, but I know the puppet thing is kind of like a given one. And since Resident Evil 4 was being in development around the same time as Code Veronica, it made sense that Devil May Cry was released in 2001 as its own game in genre because they actually got pretty far with Resident Evil 4, like with the ideas, and then people were just like, oh no, it's straying way too far from the series, so Devil May Cry was just made as its own game. We're like, yep, you just put it there. It's its own game. Aha. Because a main reason why, if you look on YouTube videos of Resident Evil 3.5, you get all the rejected footage of Resident Evil 4. The reason why it was rejected was because it was straying too far from the series. Because in a way, Leon was infected with something, a virus, or maybe the plagas. I have no idea where they got it, what it was. But he was infected and he was going insane. He was seeing hallucinations, and it was rumored, or might be part of the rejected version, that he actually would die at the end of the game. And I think a lot of fans would have been like, oh hell no. Yeah, you could not have been in Resident Evil 6, who knew if that was a true Resident Evil 4? But it's not, so check out Resident Evil 3.5 to see all that rejected footage. Even Devil May Cry has some similarities with the Resident Evil series. They have same camera angles. So yeah, with the camera angles that were similar to the crazy camera angles we were all used to in the Resident Evil series between Zero and Code Veronica, it made the gameplay of Devil May Cry slightly difficult. Because you can jump and all of a sudden the camera angle changes and you're falling off a ledge and you're like, what the hell? That's what happens to me all the time. But maybe I just suck at the game. Also, something that I personally noticed between Resident Evil and Devil May Cry, I noticed that Leon and Dante actually kind of look alike. If you think about it, if you look at them, they kind of, at least between the first Devil May Cry game and Resident Evil 4, they kind of look similar, like facially. I mean, they have different hairstyle and color and different outfits, but of course, their faces kind of look the same, like similar, very, very similar. And it's because I believe some people who were in development of Resident Evil 4 also did Devil May Cry, like some of the same people. They were just like going between the two games, either similar or same team developers. I'm not sure. I mean, Leon and Dante, they do look sort of alike. It kind of drives me nuts how similar they look in the face, and they also seem to have the same laid-back attitude, and the same kind of humor against enemies, like they're sarcastic toward their enemies. Then again, that is what I personally notice. It could be a coincidence, or maybe that's what they had intended. Who knows? Maybe one day they'll make a Resident Evil Devil May Cry crossover game. That would actually be freaking awesome. So yeah, Devil May Cry, very good. It's a good series so far. I've played through all of them, and I don't have a personal favorite of it, but I'm kind of leaning toward the third game, because that's when Dante first starts the Devil May Cry shop, and that's how it got its name. So it's like an origin type of thing. And yes, they are doing the reboot of the series of the new game DMC. And it does look cool. It does look pretty awesome. I played the demo. It looks like an interesting game, but I do agree that Dante should not have had his style changed. That was a little too much. It just changed the way he looked. It kind of ruined his image a little bit. I mean, he still has like the same attitude, but there's just some things you don't mess with, and that's one of them.